The first question is, how do citizens of your country perceive Filipinos?
Well, America is a very diverse nation. There are so many races, Asians, Mexicans, blacks, whites. So Filipinos is blend right in since everyone is used to living with other races. So far, they only care about Filipinos if they are actually healthy, contributing members of society, which is pretty fair. If you're a good citizen, then they don't care if you're Filipino. Good.
That's it.
Yeah.
The second question is, how do you think Filipinos perceive citizens of your country?
Well, obviously, there's the socio-economic stereotype that everyone who come from the US are rich. Well, of course, they have to be rich enough to travel here in the first place. So, of course, we are very... I wouldn't say it's stigmatized. What do you call that? It's more of a stereotype, actually. But actually, we like it, I guess. We get treated preferentially. For some reason, people like Americans. But I don't know. Nothing bad, nothing good also. Just perfectly normal for foreigners living in a third world country.
That's it?
Yeah.
The third question is, describe the differences in the manners of speaking.
Well, obviously there are accents. But in America, there are it's a really big country. There's so many accents that you can keep track of. There are the Texans with their Southern cowboy accent, New York with their Yankee accents, California. But in here, it's not that different actually. It's just another accent to keep track of. Other than the language barriers, well, most Filipinos know how to speak English, at least communicating it. Just to be good enough. So, nothing special, I guess. Not that different from trying to speak with a Mexican.
Okay, that's it?
Yep.
Proceed. The next question is, what are the different behaviors of Filipinos that are not acceptable or not usually done in your home?
Well, the practice of living with your parents after you turn 18, that is even though that's much more common right now in the US given this economic circumstances. But what else? Girls swimming around in bikinis, I don't see any of that here for some reason. Very conservative, although there are many more there are certain cultures in the US that are very conservative also. So I guess of where you are from. But from where I was from, nothing really. They're very accepting culturally.
Okay.
Racist people are very hard to find actually.
Can we proceed?
Yeah, sure.
What are the similarities of Filipino and citizens of your country in terms of behavior and thinking?
Well, a lot in common actually. The Philippines used to be an American colony, but at the same time we have a lot of Spanish culture within us. But still, very similar. Other than usually Americans in general are somewhat more hardworking than us. But actually, we're very similar. When it comes to mannerism and behavior, other than the different, And anyway, what are the cultural quirks that I can think of?
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I don't know. The Philippines is very globalized right now, so there's not much that we can, because of the new globalizing, the culture, television, we are much more similar than we thought.
Next question. What was your most difficult adjustment staying in the Philippines?
Well, people getting past the cultural barrier, I guess. Language barrier is fine. I can understand Filipino quite well. But other than that, it's just getting used to the people's mannerisms around here. As in Filipinos, they tend to speak incredibly loud. I don't know, but that's just Kapampangan. I know that there are other Filipino cultures that speak quieter.
Okay. This is the last question. Have you ever experienced difficulty in transaction or communicating in English with Filipinos?
Not really, because most people in charge of those jobs are actually well educated. They can speak English very well. Although I'm trying my best to speak in Filipino also. But no, I don't have any difficulty. Other than the usual initial shock of, oh no, I'm speaking to someone speaking to an American. What do I do? Nosebleed. Other than that one, everything goes perfectly smooth.
Okay. That's right.
We're good?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yay!